The clockmaker of Verdant Reach didn't fix watches. He fixed moments. His shop sat tucked behind a bakery that smelled eternally of burnt sugar and yeast, marked only by a sign featuring a pendulum frozen at a 45-degree angle. Elias, a man whose skin looked like crumpled parchment and whose eyes held the stillness of a deep well, sat behind a workbench cluttered with tiny gears, translucent springs, and jars of stolen light. In the world of the Reach, time didn't always flow like a river. Sometimes it pooled. It got stuck in the corners of rooms or snagged on the jagged edges of a broken heart. When that happened, people went to Elias. One Tuesday, a woman named Clara entered the shop. She didn't look sick, but she moved with a heavy, rhythmic sluggishness, as if she were walking through waist-deep honey. "It's my wedding day," she whispered. Elias looked up, peering over his spectacles. "That was 3 years ago, Clara." "I know," she said, her voice trembling, "but I'm still there. Every time I close my eyes, I'm standing at the altar. Every time I take a breath, I smell the lilies. I can't get to Wednesday. I've been living Tuesday for over 1,000 days." Elias nodded. This was a chronometric loop, a common but stubborn ailment. He reached for a pair of silver tweezers and a magnifying glass that didn't show the present, but the immediate past. "Sit," he commanded, gently. As Clara sat, Elias began to comb the air around her head. To a normal observer, he was plucking at nothing, but through the glass, Elias saw the translucent, golden threads of her timeline. Most of them were stretched thin, pulling toward the future, but one thick, stubborn cord was wrapped tightly around her throat and anchored to the floor. Elias murmured, a moment of hesitation. "You didn't say 'I do' immediately, did you?" Clara flushed. "I waited 3 seconds. I was terrified. Not of him, but of the ending of everything else." 3 seconds is an eternity in the gears of the universe," Elias said. He picked up a tiny, vibrating saw. "Those 3 seconds created a vacuum. Your life is trying to fill a hole that shouldn't exist." With the precision of a surgeon, Elias began to work. He didn't just cut the thread, he had to graft it. He took a spare second of joy from a jar, a shimmering bit of blue light donated by a child who had once swung too high on a swing set, and used it to bridge the gap in Clara's timeline. The shop filled with a sound like 1,000 glass harps shattering at once. Clara gasped. The smell of lilies vanished, replaced by the scent of Elias's stale coffee and the bakery's burnt sugar. She felt a sudden, violent lurch in her chest, like a train engine finally catching its track. "The weight," she breathed, standing up. "It's gone. Time is a heavy thing when it isn't moving," Elias said, wiping his tools with a silk cloth. "You've missed 3 years of Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. You won't get them back, but you have tomorrow. I suggest you use it to buy something other than lilies." Clara thanked him and ran out the door, her footsteps finally echoing in the present tense. Elias watched her go, then sighed, his shoulders dropping. He turned to the back of his shop where a massive grandfather clock stood. It had no face,